Hi, everybody. Evening, Burrows. We are here with episode 32 of Sundered Fate. We're almost a third of the way to 100. Exciting. Yay. Um, all right, I think I've got things as set up as I can. Well, we have found ourselves having gone through quite a bit. It's always so much when y'all travel. Uh, we had um, oh my gosh, what was it called? The fear. I think I already removed it from
The
my
Fear
notes.
Echo.
Thank you, the fear echo. Yes, it's such a fun name. Uh, a fear echo everyone went through where they experienced the last moments of some people that passed in the hellfire from 16 years ago. The blue flames that torched across the entire continent. Um, Later with Ladrin sharing, I'd be careful and remember what she shared and what she might not. I think she just shared most of it, if not all of it. Um, yeah, right. She was responsible. She shared the circumstances that led up to it,
Mm-hmm.
and that the flames leapt from her. The vines off her arms, and the vines ignited with that flame and rooted out throughout the ground, throughout the forest for a mile, set everything ablaze with her sheltered under the brambles and vines with her love that was killed inadvertently, but still killed by her lifelong bullies. Um, brutal, brutal, but it was such a beautiful moment. She opened up and shared all that, and um, hmm, and I think what else we navigated through. We made our way through a spring, an enchanted spring. After some days of some very quiet, somber days of travel, um, reached a beautiful enchanted spring where everyone rested and recovered any HP they missed, and also gained a little max HP. Beautiful. Um, as they were nearing the mountain range, um, on their way to the swamp, Aurora's summit mountain range, they saw that the howling, as they approached, was sitting above torrential rains pouring, just emptying out on this entire mountain range. It was about 3 days out. Was when it got close enough to see. And they continued to travel to Stonemire. They found a grand entrance where they had sort of jerry rigged some larger planks and other construction to divert the flow of water that didn't cascade over the doors, but instead off the mountains and further into the forest on either side. Uh, as they arrived within, they were suddenly greeted with, Fior not in sight, but instead another person in her place, um, speaking with one of the guards of the library here, saying that she was from the Institute for Advanced Thinkers and that they were here, just traveling through. They were advised that it's currently a very dangerous place. A little pocket in front of that's just for adventurers to stop and go. It's fine for them to stay. But be cautious because the library city built within the mountain is flooding. And they're in sort of a state of emergency. But our adventurers not only need a good rest here after all this travel, but need to find out whether or not if the city extends all the way to the other side of Aurora's Summit mountain range so they can get into Hell's Gate Marsh, or if any of the librarians, know how to get over there, because their option of going over right now, sort of not an option with the howling. flash flooding. But for now, you find yourself into a lot of interconnected, large cavernous spaces that were hewn out of the mountain. And you can see that it is like a typical adventurer's row. Adventuring supplies and commerce in one pocket. There are inns and taverns in another. Um, and then your typical admin and information and other such stuff in a third pocket. Um, there's a dining hall down here. It's kind of like a mall's food court. It's kind of in the middle. There's a lot of different tables out, so there's plenty of room for everyone. But I guess I'll jump in and just ask where, uh, what you would all like to do as you have now arrived and you've been given access to this first area, the Adventurers Row area.
Well, I think the usual thing to do would be to find a room in case we can't find a quick way to leave. We'll at least be able to wait out the howling. So, to an inn.
Nice. You find your way over to that area. There's three to choose from. There is a pretty ritzy one. You can tell that they probably get some pretty wealthy folks that come to, look at the fancier books and garner knowledge from it or with such. It's really comfortable, but much more expensive than you're probably accustomed to. I think you're all pretty flush right now.
I was about to say, does anyone else have notes on how much money we have? Because I've not been keeping up with it. I've been trusting Tasha.
Let me open up. Oh right, I don't know if she has it in her personal inventory. Um, Let me see if she does. If she
Let's
doesn't.
hope, because I have not been.
Yeah. I'm just going to send her message soon.
We have like 1,300 gold at least.
Yeah, I think also
Oh,
we
yeah.
have a shit ton of platinum.
Yeah, we
too.
have like enough. I can keep up with what we spend so we can just deduct it whenever she gets back.
Okay.
Okay, I'll put a little section. IOU at Ladrin.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. Yeah, she definitely doesn't have it in her personal inventory, so close that out. All right. So you go ahead and all right. That's what I was going to check out the different prices. You can do the comfy one. There's also one middle class one and like kind of a ramshackle one.
Nah, we go rich.
Nice. Okay. So you settle in and so here we are. Oh, do we want to do wealthy or aristocratic? I think wealthy. I don't think it's really nice, but aristocratic, I think it's an entirely different level. So it's 4 gold per night. That's oh, here it is. This is what I was looking for.
These businesses really count on adventurers coming through here because 4
Mm.
gold to a normal person is like that's a life savings vacation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with 4 gold for now. I think that's where we're at. Yes. But it's 4 gold per person, um, per night. Okay, there's an elven gentleman in there, golden elf gentleman, maybe in his mid 40s or so, for an elf, so whatever that would be, 800. Uh, is he that old here? No, he's a half elf that's in his 40s. Yeah, okay. Oh yes, welcome. I see that you have been on the road. You've found the right place to rest tonight. Are you all looking to have connected rooms?
Yes.
Very well. That's 4 gold per night, per person. Unless you
Hmm.
want the penthouse. Of course,
Penthouse?
it's etched into the edges you might have seen, and this one is sort of built into the side of the cave, but it would give a great view out over that. You have your four bedrooms that are the only rooms on the floor, and you also have access to the widow's peak up above, where you can go and just peer out over the city if you wish. That is 5 gold per person per night. You get the view and the extra floor above you. No other
Hmm.
guests above you.
We'll take the penthouse.
Of course, I could tell you were a person of taste. And they get the key and they put it on a little pillow tied in a ribbon and slide the pillow over the counter too. There you are. Yeah. Um, and it's a gold key, 2 or 4 of them for the
Hmm.
rooms. Yes, please. Meals, of course, are included. Baths can be drawn. Just there's a wire in the. I guess it's effectively bathroom. Pull the wire to call for service, and they'll warm your bath water for you. Any requests, please let me know. We are here to cater to you during your stay.
Ah, thank you so much for your hospitality.
Yeah, and there's a little elevator in there. It's interesting because it's as you step in to this elevator, it has the accordion door, crunches open, and you step in. You have to close one that pulls down after closing the accordion. But as you pull this door down, you're instantly on the top floor. There's no pulley system, there's no slowly going up. It's using magic to bring you from one floor to the next. It's probably the eighth floor in this particular inn. So as soon as bing, you can lift it right back up, and you're already there in the eighth floor. Yeah, and it's a hallway that it's a hallway that sort of pinches in and has a door to the room on the left and a door to the room on the right, but they're all going to be interconnected. There's a room at the center of the square that's sort of a common room if you all wish to hang out in one spot in the middle. That also has a spiraling stairwell up to effectively a balcony. It's a floor all its own that has like a gazebo built, a large gazebo on that top floor where you can kind of peer out, but there's benches around the perimeter. Yeah. So
This is lovely and well earned after, again, I'm going to figure out how to do it, just to fold places together so that we don't have to travel long distances.
I mean, you might could study that elevator while we're here. It might help a bit.
Sure, I have no clue how it works, but maybe I can have someone smarter than me tell me how.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Hmm.
And Tuna is marching in, taking off their armor into like their little just under not underclothes, but like their
mm-hmm.
clothes they wear under their armor, and
Mm-hmm.
just sprawling out on the couch.
Nice, nice. This couch, Tuna, you could just sink into. It's ridiculous. Like, it almost brings about sleep. Like, you hit it, it's like, oh, wait, was I that tired a minute ago?
Yep. Just like me for real.
That was pulling from experience. Yeah, this comfy
Yeah.
couch will knock you out. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
um,
So, Feora, are we to call you something else here, or are you going to be like 6 different people?
It's Vixia while we're
Vix-
here.
Understood.
what do you look like
Vixia.
currently, Feyre?
Um, she appears a little bit taller because she is hooked. Brown hair tucked in a braid, short little satyr horns sticking out, the ears, green eyes, just different facial expression, facial features. Basically, a satyr woman.
Do you share any further information about Nixia or anything?
Not if no one's asking.
So, I will definitely ask. What is this Institute of Advanced Thinkers?
Um, well, years ago, I was studying down there, really just as a means to get here. Uh, it was the job, kind of. It was Crystal's birthday, and I wanted to get her a spell book that they were keeping up here. And I needed to get some higher clearance. So got an education down at Liam's Landing, graduated and joined the Advanced Thinkers, and then had a program up here.
You started a program?
I didn't start it. No, I just joined
okay.
it.
Okay. I'm
I
very
wanted to get her
impressed.
something nice because I was
Right.
going to be
No.
sailing later. So
When you became a pirate. Wait, so you did all of this to get a book or something? Wow. The dedication you have to all aspects of your life. Very impressive.
Yeah, you really commit to the bit, like hard.
How do you change so fast? We were literally talking to the guard for like 5 minutes, and all of a sudden you come and you're a satyr. Like, how?
practice, lots of practice.
Is that real fur? Is that a?
I was about to ask, like, is that
is it an
personal to
illusion?
ask? Like, are you actually?
Is that?
It's
Is
someone's
it
real
magical?
fur.
Is
I
it?
haven't seen you.
costume?
I haven't.
Is
I
it-
have. I've never seen you cast magic before, but I would not be surprised if you had that capability as well. And it was just not the moment to share it.
Is it
But-
like one of the ghost things that you do, or?
Oh no. No, there's someone at the guild that makes most of my costumes for me.
Wow, incredibly talented.
She
Where do you store them?
Where did they go?
she'll pull out her dryer sheet kind of thing.
Like a dry cleaning
Yeah.
Oh.
thing on the
Dry
hanger.
cleaning.
Like a garment bag.
Yeah.
Mhm. She'll unzip it and pull out a gray suit, kind of lay it down, a wild chromatic mess of colors, and set it down. Some like religious looking robes, and put them down. Just like I've got so many in here, and just easy grab, convenience.
I was going to ask how come I never noticed that, but honestly, it's 50-50 if I really notice anything going on with me. Wow.
You are terrifying, and I mean that as the highest compliment.
Oh, thank
Like,
you.
you terrify me.
Then clearly I've done something right.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Right. So, how do we want to go about looking for the marsh with the living blood? I don't know. There's so many things with so many adjectives to describe them. Let me see. Let me see here. Say.
Hell's Gate.
Hell's Gate Marsh. There we go. To meet this Alejandro?
Yeah.
Yes.
Surprise. He's
Wouldn't doubt it.
You don't
It's
say.
a Dan campaign. What are you talking about?
If there are any ugly people, they're being hidden away.
Right.
Well, clearly with the howling, we're not going to be able to go over these mountains at all. We'll probably have to find someone that can guide us through this mess.
All right. So where would we look? Do you know if anyone, I mean, do people ever like adventure beyond in the mountains here?
I have never gone past the mountains. I was really only in a few select areas because that's the clearance that I had and the clearance that I borrowed.
All right.
How could we get higher clearance, do you think?
Well, I had certain methods I utilized, but I don't think you will be up for that.
How many people did you murder for it?
It wasn't murder this time,
Oh.
actually.
Oh, if it's not murder, then try me.
I pursued a romantic relationship with a level 3 librarian.
Yeah, I'm out for that one, but
And then you just left?
He knew I was leaving. It was a program, only set for a few months.
Oh, okay. It was one of those short term.
Okay.
Okay.
So, do you think he's still here?
They can brew that up again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a few years, but I feel like this is the kind of occupation you stick with.
34 years.
Was he human or was
Oh,
he?
was he?
He's an elf.
Oh, all
That'd be
right.
funny though, yeah.
I mean,
Hey, it's so nice to see you again.
The what we do in the shadows, the old woman.
That's awesome.
All right, well, there's one possibility. I mean, I could always leverage my position with the temples. I don't know how much that'll get us here, but
Dan, would Feora know about like the guides too that they
You know that they typically, if you ask for any access in further into the city, they're gonna give you a guide. If the guide's presence, if anything happens to it, they're immediately alerted, and that like gets all the librarians swooping down on you. But you also know it's a pretty friendly place. You can probably, you if you wanted, you'd be able to just ask some librarians some of the basic info. Like, is there a path through the mountain? Is there this? Or you could wait. You could ask for access, get a guide, and then have like personalized, like the concierge too, for the the extent of the city that is a library here. So
and then she would relay that they're typically nice and we could probably just find someone to direct us through. I can't imagine we'd have to go through any high access places.
all right. Do you think they're going to make us wait out the howling, or is that something that someone can specialize in?
I'm sure if they have someone to spare, I don't think they'd want a lot of outsiders here for too much longer than what's needed just for safety measures.
All right. So we'll let you be off alone to ask the questions, or
We can go together, or if you guys just want me to go and ask, you can stay here and rest. That's fine.
I just don't know how strict they are. I'm fine to go with you. I just don't know how strict they are on who's allowed to enter what building based on
Yeah.
your clearances.
There's nothing. We won't have to go anywhere high access. Just
Okay.
ask them where to go.
Well then, let's go. Oh, are they locking down the street with the howling? I look outside. Are their businesses still going? Like,
In
are
this
people?
area, yeah, this like adventures, there's still doors open, letting people come and go.
Mhm.
And so, will they have like an information desk, Dan, or
What?
information desk?
Yeah, it's just that last little caveat. It's like an abandoned information. You can pick up a custom, librarian there if you want. That's usually where you go if you're going to go into the library to get.
Custom librarian.
Yeah.
Oh, do we get to pick their hair color and?
Oh, it's our guardian.
That's awesome.
All right, then we'll go down there.
Okay. All right. So you all pack up. Ladrin collecting several of the booze samples out of the little booze locker in the side. Oh, they're free. Clink, 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 clink.
I'll put my armor back on because I did say that I took it off. So
Okay.
just in case, I'll put it back on.
Yeah. Right.
I heard you talking about maps earlier, so I definitely put it back on.
Awesome. Yeah, so you head on down over to this information booth, basically, in the admin section. Are you the one approaching? I forgot your
Vixia.
Vixium.
Yeah.
Okay. There really isn't much of a wait here because there's not really anyone here to look through the library currently. And there's an older human woman, maybe mid-70s or so, that's, please come over. Yes, how may I help, all of you?
Yes, hello. We just need an escort of sorts to get through the mountain. We are trying to reach Hellgate's March.
Quite a destination. Um, well, can't speak on reaching that, but I can certainly get you connected with one of our librarians. They can better answer that, and they'll serve as a guide. Have you been here before? Kind of looking at the gosh, what do you call the patch you have on the front of your disguise that is the patch for the Institute?
I have before many, many years ago.
Oh, wonderful. Well, then you know how things go. Please pull up a seat. And things are running a little slow currently. I'm sorry with the floods, but we'll have.
That's understandable. Not a trouble at all.
So you're welcome to wait here. But if you wish to gather some eat or shop or anything, it might be upwards of half an hour before I get a librarian.
That's good. Should we just return here after half an hour?
Either or. Anytime you want to return and sit and wait, that's fine.
Thank you.
Do you want to sit and wait here? Do you want to go shop or eat or anything else?
Obviously shop.
Yeah, it's shocking.
Nice.
We have
Why are we
like
even asking?
so much platinum burning a hole in our pocket.
Right. Okay. Well, let's see. Is there anything in particular that any of you are looking for
Nothing that comes to mind for me. I don't read.
Okay.
um, books wise.
They have adventuring gear here. They have an armor
Ooh,
smith.
okay.
This is a lot of like gear that is traded and goods that are traded from adventurers coming through.
Okay.
So there are potentially you'll find some magic items in here.
You know what I would really like if I could find someone who would know how to use the magical ink the magical ink
Oh, mm-hmm.
tattoos.
Nice. Okay. All right, I'll put a pin in that. That's awesome. Tuna Fior, anything weapon wise, armor wise?
I'm pretty stacked on weapons and armor right now.
Okay.
But if there's any like little magical trinket shops, that might be.
Oh, I have those pulled up right here.
I knew you would. I fully knew you would.
Awesome. Yes, definitely. Okay, well we'll split it up. We'll find one of the trinket shops first, so we can have some rolls and some fun, and then we'll dart over because Dee will find someone that can do the tattoos. In fact, all right. So to start, you find there again. There's your three shops, right? There's like you're probably not gonna find anything. There'll be those weird like common magical trinkets, and then the mid-range one, and then that high-range one that has some a lot of weird stuff, but sometimes sovereign glue and stuff like that. So, which would you like to?
Hmm.
Mhm.
I feel like we start at the top and work our way down.
Okay.
That's how I shop, anyways.
Nice. You don't want to miss out on the good stuff, the sales.
Right, you look at the expensive stuff first, so that when you go buy the cheap stuff, you're like, oh, this is only, and then you can justify it better.
Like that. Let's take a second and do the DM inspiration so I don't forget that. I rolled really hard on my desk. Oh no, I mean it's in the dice tray, but okay. Dia would. What'd you get?
A 7.
7. Okay. It was me deciding whether to go forward or backwards in the boxes. Fiora.
I got a 13.
Okay, and Tuna.
2.
Oh, Tuna, you get it. I rolled a 1.
Ah!
A natural 1 out of the way for tonight. Just kidding.
Beautiful.
Awesome. All right. You. So stepping into this first shop, this is definitely it's got some nicer stuff. It's nicely organized, but still in like different bins. This is just, people come and go and they trade magical goods. Sometimes people know what they're talking about, other times they don't. So I will say we'll start with Tuna if you want to roll a D100. If it lands on anything we remember rolling on before, we'll just have you
I
roll
can
again.
guarantee you that I will not remember anything I've ever rolled.
Yeah.
Hey, that's another 2.
Oh, okay.
Man, I wish this was Call of Cthulhu. That would be great.
Oh wow, you find this really interesting coin. You it's it has some like a you're not sure who the person is, but it's like a bust on one side, and on the other side, it has like angelic wings that unfold, and some numbers on it, but there's really no writing. But it comes with a little in a little square box, brush velvet, and a tag on there. Says this is an all or nothing coin. On a roll you would normally use a d20 for. You can flip this coin instead. Heads is a nat 20. Tails is a nat 1. It can be used twice for a short rest.
How much is that?
Let's take a look.
So that doesn't feel like a tuna item, but I do know who it sounds like.
That is 96 gold pieces.
Ugh. Okay.
Oh, mind you, Tasha was so sweet and let us know. You have 206 gold pieces, 2,911 platinum pieces. That is 29,000 gold, 29,110 gold. So,
Jeez. How
so
much
good.
platinum?
It's
Sorry.
2,911.
Okay, I wrote 6. I was like, I didn't write that number down. Okay, I
And
will
then
have that jotted down. Perfect. Thank you.
problem. It's 206 gold on top of that. So it's basically 31,000 gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just in case it informs anything, your shopping decisions.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. I will be thinking on it while Feora
Okay.
looks around.
Sure, take a peek, say. At a D100. Yeah.
Yeah, 68.
Okay. So close. 68. This is a ring, has an emerald set into it. Um, it gives the wearer an abnormally strong sense of balance. It was made, the ticket says anyway, it was made for a diplomat by their partner so that when they went on a long sea voyage, they wouldn't get sick. It grants +1 to dexterity and acrobatics skill.
How much is it?
All right, let's see. And that's 516 gold pieces.
Oh my god. Um.
Again, you've got 31,000. Not trying to make you spend your money, but
And what were the bonuses again?
it's +1 to dex. And I mean, it says +1 to dex and acrobatics, but if you have +1 to dex, it automatically adds to your acrobatics. So basically, it's an increase of +1 to your dex that supersedes the 20 cap. It'll go over the 20 if you already have 20.
I am at 20.
It could be 21, which I don't think will change your bonus. So I guess in that case it would help. You'll have a special bonus to acrobatics,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll be one closer if you ever find anything.
Would you guys hate me if I spent 500 on this?
No.
Nah.
Okay. All right. Because I do want it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need it.
Go for it.
Beautiful. You'll ring
More
out.
dexterity.
Just put it in like minus whatever I said there in Sundered Faete Discord if you would, and that way we could subtract that after. You get it all packaged up nicely, which you probably take it out immediately, but you know they do package it nicely for you. Be sure to add a +1 bonus to your acrobatics, and if you're not sure how to add +1 to your dex, I can help you with that. But meanwhile, Dia, you shopping here as well?
No, I think I'm kind of just focused on getting the tattoo. There's not really a lot I can work with wise.
Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, there you find a wizard, and they are here visiting. Just finished doing the research. That as you asked around a little bit, the wizard overheard and said, "I just finished doing research. I've had just done a small stint." They seem to be pretty advanced wizard, but they were interning under Tasha.
Of course.
Like, and this is yes, she's been working on something like this. I can absolutely do it. Now, mind you, this has a rather strong spell effect, but in turn it will take a considerable size tattoo. This would likely cover I forget what the tattoo says for this one. I think it's at least a limb, if not 2 limbs.
Let me double check in my inventory.
What's the rarity?
It is rare.
That'd probably be like 2.
I think it was.
It does not say in the item.
Oh, all right, let me take a quick peek. Let's see.
1 limb.
1 limb. Okay. And then I can do this. I'm a bit of an artist myself. And it'll show you like, so you're not going to get like a cheap drawing either.
Yeah, look through their portfolio just real quick.
Yeah, flip, flip, flip. We can do this across your shoulder blades, down one arm, or over the shoulders, across the neck, down a leg, a hip tattoo, whatever it is you wish, let me know. And
I think I would like something across my shoulders and the back, going along down the spine.
okay, perhaps some wings.
Yes, I like your creative direction.
Oh.
So I came to the table with no ideas, just money and ink. So by all means.
I'm gonna sketch a few wings, and I will say, not that you have to do anything like this, but I mean, you could push him towards. He has no idea what a dragon is, but you could.
He
push
doesn't,
him
but I know
towards-
everyone knows what like webbed wings are.
Yeah.
I'll try to guide. I'll try to guide that.
Skins,
Try to.
yes.
try to-
Okay. Right.
Mhm.
And yes, all right. How about this? Any, whatever you envision for grand dragon wings across the back, whichever.
Love it.
Yes. There you are. I can try and match the gold, although it's a very unique gold you have. I can do my best to match that, if you wish.
If instead,
Yes,
could you make it pink?
absolutely. Of course. And I'll do a sketch, make sure that it's, very well. All right. Well, to work then. This is a touch painful, but I'll apply some magic to help with numbing and relaxing and such. So they get to work on your tattoo. You get a little, private spot there, and they'll start working on that tattoo for you. Each little bit, you can feel a little more of that magic spark. It wants to kick in and give you this barrier magic. So it's exciting, it's thrilling as it's being filled out. Okay, I will. I'll jump back over to Tuna and Feora, unless you also want to shop. Otherwise I'll just kind of bounce back and forth a little.
No, I don't want to shop. If that
okay,
was
no.
directed toward me, I'm so sorry.
No problem. Okay, back to Tuna then. Would you like to continue looking, Tuna? See what else is available here?
Yeah, I'll do one more and then decide between those two.
Nice.
I want the coin, but I also know myself and know that I will not be able to resist using that at a very bad time. So
Awesome.
Sorry, I was making a meme that I was about to post in the
Oh
Discord,
no,
but
go
we
ahead
reroll.
and finish it.
No, it's good.
Absolutely.
I forgot that I had to roll something. 32.
32. Okay, let's take a little peek-see. All right. Okay. Sure. All right. It's a figurine. It's a ruby chicken. Pick it up, be like, oh, it's a ruby chicken. Okay. Yep. Figurine of wondrous power. Ruby chicken. This figurine can become a large chicken for 24 hours, strong enough to be ridden, and carry up to 250 pounds. It has an AC of 10, HP of 22, to hit of +4, It can peck for 1d6 piercing damage and has the effect of feather fall. It can't fly, but it can glide.
How much? How much is the chicken?
All right, which one do I need here?
This is cruel giving this to me of all people.
Nice. All right, and then it would be.
Oh man, the girls are gonna have a bestie.
All right, that is it's 276 gold pieces. But again, you have 31,000.
Does anyone have any objections to me getting giant chicken?
Treat yourself.
Treat us. Okay, so 276 gold.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I would. Tuna just holds up the chicken to the shopkeeper and goes, I have to have this chicken.
Oh, of course. Yes. Oh, fine product, and backs it up.
I feel like Tuna doesn't even read what it does. Like they just see chicken
It's
and
purely
they're
because
like,
it's a chicken.
yes, chicken.
Amazing. Amazing. All right, let me send you that too, so you've got it.
Yes. Oh, thank you. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, this is so dumb.
Awesome. Okay, all right. So you're eagerly, waiting for that to get packed up. Feyor, or would you like to do another roll, or are you content?
I won't do another one for the big one.
One more?
No, I won't do another one
Oh,
for
okay.
this one, but I'll do like the medium one when we get to that.
Sure. Are you both ready to hop over to the medium one? Okay. The tattoo, it's going to take a bit of time, but
No problem.
thankfully, this wizard is decent with small talk, so it's not like an awkward, long, silent tattoo session for you, Dia. But you can already feel like if they stopped, you could already feel at least like a +1. It's not. It's keeps building up. And I imagine it's a good feeling. I know you, sorcerer's like AC is always so low.
A D6. I'm a little bit more durable because I'm a dragon bloodline sorcerer, but
right.
D6s still suck.
Yeah. Nice. So it's good. It's definitely a bolstering effect. All right. Let me go to this other thing. Is this also 100? Yep. Okay. So you hop into the next shop. I guess I'll start with Feyor this time. Feyor, you roll D100 if you want. Look around.
56.
It's a locket. The tag says it's a Nightman's locket. On the face is a symbol of the Raven Queen, an old deity from before the Sundering. This gives you +1 dexterity during the nighttime. However, it subtracts 1 charisma and 1 dexterity during the daytime.
No, thank you.
The first part of the ticket sounds great. Like, my dex, baby, it's on fire, yeah. But then, yeah, it seems to balance out a little hard. Okay, Tuna, are you shopping in this one?
I'm pretty content with my chicken, actually.
Okay. All right, nice. Feyor, do you want to do another round in here?
Sure. Just I find joy in the random.
It's pretty fun.
Oh, it's my favorite number, apparently. 68.
Yeah, wow. Okay, this has a sticker on the front that is you can see there's an alchemist label. It says healing potion, but stuck over this is like a hand scribbled Dr. Wittershin's discount healing potions. That's all you see. And they are discounted. Usually they're 50 gold a pop, and these are 35 gold a piece.
um I almost want them.
It's a Dr. Wittershin seal of approval.
Hmm.
I mean, you got to get at least one. Like,
Well, I kind of want to like grab a couple and have them sent back to the Thieves Guild for someone to take a look at them.
I mean, you're proficient in alchemy, aren't you?
When I talk to a ghost, I don't know what I had it set as last.
Not at the
Ah, fair.
moment. Yeah.
Oh, I am right now, actually.
Hmm.
I didn't change it.
I mean, I know a decent amount of medicine things. I don't know if that would help.
Mm, let's say we just grab a couple. And just have fun with it later.
If it's 35 a piece instead of the 50, so 70 gold for two.
Okay.
That's how many you'd like.
Yeah. Can you send me the blurb again?
For this one? Yeah. I mean, it's going to tell you what it does.
Just send me what you told me.
Also, I'm keeping track of how much we've spent. So
Thank you.
Tasha's gonna come back and be like, guys, I was gone for one session.
This is what happens when she's not here to safeguard the money anymore.
You were muted, Serena.
I was gonna say it's not like we use it for anything else. It's just
That's
sitting there
so true.
burning a hole in the bag.
Literally
Nice.
burning a hole in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly just do 2 rolls for Ladrin since she's not here, and then I'll just check in after and see if she at all wants to do that. All right, 7. I'll do it at a nicer store. All right, so she looked at and found an arrow of Yondu. Does not require a bow to use. When the user holds his arrow aloft, oh come on, it's like the.
And whistles.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a different one for that. I'm not pulling from
As soon as
Marvel.
you said arrow of Yondu,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Wait a minute. Jeez. That's what the ticket sits out of stock. Mage's cravat. A necktie that soothes the throat and allows the wearer to sing/speak for a long time without injuring themselves. Grants resistance against silencing effects. Let's see. I'm just gonna put in our chat here the. I bet yours up, Lily. So I'm sending it to you. I'll see if she has any interest, and we'll roll a price. And the other one's is at 82. Strongmoss's laughing amulet. The amulet carries the image of a stylized human face, mouth laughing. Whenever a foe is defeated, the wearer may activate the amulet by tapping it twice and then delivering the best taunting joke or victorious one-liner applicable to the current situation. If the jest pleases Strongmoss, he rewards the adventurer by recharging up to 1d10 plus the con mod and HP. But Strongmoss is a fickle god. Well, they'll have to be primordial. Jokes that fail are punished with 1d6 lightning damage. Okay, well, we'll just put those up there for Tasha's review. Oh my god. That's amazing. Okay. Any other shopping? Do you want to look in the cheapest place, or does everyone feel pretty sated? I'm
Pretty
fine
good.
either way. Okay. All right. So with some really good finds. Sorry, Feora, you're all set as well. Just to go triple check. Okay. You make your way back around. Of course, Dia's finished up with a tattoo, completely, no marbles, completely bolstered with this tattoo, this barrier tattoo. Um, it feels fantastic to be this protected. Um, and once swings back, I'll let her know to remind her to enable that so she gets the proper bonus. Okay, I mean it's definitely been, it's about coming up on a half an hour if you wanted to head back. Okay, you head back to the admin building, and there's another person. Let me switch to the battle layout solely to show this other person. And I'll put it in our Discord. um, this other person that is here in the admin office now. As soon as I find this for our friends. Yeah, Sundered Faete, please, and thank you. There we go.
Is our librarian single? Asking for a friend.
That's awesome. Yeah, right. Um, they pause and see you and quickly turn back to the older woman here and wrap up. Hey, thank you. And turns back to all of you. Hello, hello, and welcome to the Stonemire. I'm Ninth Librarian Peter Cartwright. It is a pleasure to meet travelers. And holds and kind of has a book tucked under one hand arm and holds the other hand out, and like in an eager shake.
I'll take it and shake.
Oh, you're from the Institute. Fantastic. They're doing wonderful things over there. Heard.
Oh yes, we're doing our best.
Sorry you've all come at such an inopportune time. The flooding and all. But I understand you had some questions about the city and Hellsgate Marsh.
Yes, we need to cut through the mountains. I'd like to cut through the mountains to get to Mosh.
Oh, I see. This Stonemire goes pretty far through the mountains. But we don't have an outlet directly down to the marsh, but it gets you pretty close. Uh, maybe.
We can take the rest of it from there. Just anywhere to get from point A to B.
All right. Well, the pathways through the mountain right now are awfully treacherous. There's walls, ceilings, and floors that have just washed out completely. I'll have to get approval to guide you through, make sure that route still exists. Get the okay from higher up. But I don't see, I mean, as long as you don't mind the danger, if you consent to the danger, I think I can get you through.
Oh, absolutely. Not a problem.
Great. All right, well, let's, I don't know if you mind. It's gonna take time before I can get approval to see a high-ranking librarian to get the permission I need, and I was actually on my way to lunch. Would you all like to sit down and have lunch? It'll be on me.
I never say no to a free lunch.
Wonderful, wonderful. Great. What do y'all like? Kind of like guide y'all out of this thing and see what y'all want to eat from the shops here. Um, is there anything y'all have in mind? There's really no seafood here, but there's some quality meats. There's some
Dang it. That's what Tuna wanted.
Um,
But probably for the best that you don't get seafood in a mountain.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, now that I think about it.
How long did it take to get you?
It's like going to Gatlinburg in Tennessee and getting any sort of fish. It's just a
No,
bad idea.
no, yeah, nasty. Awesome. Yeah, so yeah, he'll probably be pushing the meat. Like that's what he was gonna get. Some nice, different variety. You can get things prepared in a bunch of different ways. They have these things called steak fries there that go really well with the meats, and you're all able to sit down and have like the food smells great. You get a sort of a food court area. Each area sort of seems to have its own little space like this. So considered a very large cafeteria space. The shops are all along the walls, further in the distance. It's sort of an area where people kind of walk through, navigating the different spaces, and get to sit down and eat. Well, since I've got you here, I mean, I imagine you and gestures to you, Vixia, already know how things go. Um, uh, but I'm a ninth librarian. There's different ranks, 10 in total. Um, so I'm still kind of near the bottom here. But, do my due diligence as a guard here and work my way up. But there are different tiers. I'll have to ask a fourth librarian for permission. There's only one first librarian. Of course, they run the whole place, oversee Stonemire. There's probably gotta go check my notes. There's probably um handful, 4 or 5 second librarians. I think there's currently 8 third librarians. But then you get into the fourth librarians, there's like 2 dozen, and so on and so forth. There's thousands of ninth librarians here in the city. Um, if I get the okay to guide you all, you seem like such a fun crew of people. Then you'll be traveling with me. Um, if anything happens to me, usually the safeguard is, the other librarians are alerted. Of course, it's not working quite the same right now because things are happening to a lot of librarians. Pretty dangerous here right now, but I still think I can talk the fourth librarian and let me guide you through. So where are all you from?
I'm from South Belmont.
Oh, okay. Lovely, lovely. A lot of I love the ocean air out there.
Yeah, it smells horrible. It's all right. I understand.
No, I love it. I don't know what it is. I spent a good bit of time there in my growing up. I moved there when I was 4, and or my folks did. I spent at least 14 years, 15, I think, there. So, when there's something about that ocean air. It is. It's pungent, but it's just, something good about it.
I agree.
Um, and I mean, don't feel like any of you have to answer, of course, and kind of look at like Dixie later in the.
Well, I was born and raised in Liam's Landing.
Oh, such an incredible place to think of the early explorers, that found their way over here to this continent, um, only to find so many people already living here. I'm glad things went the way they did. Liam was a stand-up person. Worked with the people here and made the continent what it is today. There's a lot of historical books and documentation here of some of it pre-sundering. A lot of colonization and other stuff from some explorers in the world. So glad it didn't go down that way. um. Anyway, dig in. This food is delicious. Gonna be munching down and eating with y'all. Anyone have any questions for Ninth Librarian Peter Cartwright?
I actually do. So what is I'm not really one to go to libraries much. Yeah, bet you can't guess that. Um, what would be the process of can you check books out here, or do you just need to read them in the library?
Just reading in the library, unfortunately. It's
No, that's
mm.
okay. I might, and I'll look at the rest of the group. If we have time, I'd like to find something more about fighting styles. I've been wanting to kind of work on that part of everything. I think I've got the magic-y stuff down. So
I spent the past year organizing, studying, and then reorganizing a whole section on different fighting styles, some of them pre-sundering.
wow.
If we were going through the mountains the way I'm thinking we could probably stop by. That so far has been untouched by the floods. If you
I
want.
would, yeah, I would love that. Yeah, I've been really wanting to research more about cavaliers and that sort of thing, like riding
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
knights.
Absolutely. Nope, that's in there.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
awesome. Thank you.
Of course. I love seeing, people with an interest. There's so much we can learn here alone. uh, great. May I ask everyone? Oh, sorry, Dia, your tattoo's all set. You've rounded up the gentleman, and he offered you free lunch at the little um, food court here. So you're eating some meats and stuff, and he has to get permission from a fourth librarian. He's a ninth. He's out of 10 ranks. He's down
Oh
at
shit.
ninth. Yeah. There's only one first librarian. They run everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm,
4
mm-hmm.
second, and I think 6 third librarians. But then it gets, fourth, fifth. It gets into like thousands down by him at ninth level.
Right. Okay.
Um,
Worth mentioning, he's hot.
Oh,
I mean, that's a given, but
yeah.
I just assumed
Yeah,
It's awesome.
everyone, all NPCs so far have been like a base 7.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
for sure.
Yeah. Awesome. I see treating you to some food. Oh, because your tattoo's done, if and when you're ready to equip it, be sure you not only check it off in your inventory, but
Okay.
also in I think it's an attuned one, so make sure you check it off in attunement too to
Okay.
activate, just so you're getting the AC from it that you should.
Okay, I'm checking. Yep, it fully changed as soon as I attuned to it.
Yes. Yeah, the power. I think that
Now shield.
bumps you to 17, right?
It does.
Nice. Oh yeah, shield. What?
I have shield still. I'm sorry. I put an airhead in.
No, no
okay.
worries. Sorry.
But yeah,
Tell
with
us
shield,
more.
I should be able to survive a hit now.
Yay! Awesome. Good. So while you're all eating and Tuna and Peter chatting about like the books on Cavalier fighting and everything else, can I ask the three of you to have an overall for Adrian to make a perception check, please? Okay, Tuna, what did you get?
19.
Oh, nice. Wait, let me switch back to RP here. So I can see who's in the next box. Feora, what'd you get?
15.
Nice. Okay. That's a fun die. Dia?
8.
Yay! Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. I see
Mhm.
this food because it's good. Nice. Awesome. Okay, and Ladra got a 27. All right, so I think that, yeah, unfortunately, everyone for except Dia. You will notice that as you're eating, there's an older gentleman, uh, human by the looks of it, maybe mid 60s, somewhere around here, in a librarian's outfit. Now, Feora, you would recognize this as a fourth librarian, so much higher rank. I think there's like 8 of them, whatever it was. I'm sorry, they're a third librarian. There's 8 of them, and just by the ranking on their librarian's clothing. But they're sort of stumbling in through this food court area. They seem really dazed and confused, and they're kind of muttering to themselves. Um, see if Peter sees this. Oh, I'm sorry. Please excuse me, and gets up to run over to this person who collapses on the ground amidst the food court. And Peter's over there trying to resuscitate. Is there anything you all like to do? A couple other librarians come out to help this guy.
Yeah, Tuna's rushing over.
Okay,
I'll just go ahead and put a first level cure wounds on him.
nice. Okay, good.
Just I feel like it's just an instinct for Tuna at this point. That's 10 hit
Nice.
points. If that does anything, I don't know.
Well, when he landed, he definitely cracked the back of his head a bit. There was some bleeding from the fall that heals up as you cast that. And he still seems to be a bit confused, maybe a little less dazed, but sort of looking around. What? Oh, oh, Peter, you're here. Yes. What are you all doing over me? What am I? I've fallen. And they seem to be talking to him, asking him questions. So since you're there, Tuna, you'll hear them ask, like, well, what happened? What? And he says, I don't remember. I was assisting librarian Reginald with closing up one of the halls. We just finished moving the last of the books. Reginald went on ahead. I just don't remember. I don't know. Just continues to seem a bit discombobulated. They're going to load him up on a stretcher, though, and start carting him away. Peter was, not Peter. Yeah, Peter. Peter Cartwright stands up. Thank you so much for healing him. It looked like a bad wound. You healed it right up.
I might can do more. If we could accompany him.
Uh,
We're I understand you all obviously have it under control, but this is something I take interest in whenever something like this happens.
see. Well, let me go ahead, and I will get first permission to bring everyone through the mountain. But also, I'll let them know that you're clearly a healer, and that you have an interest in trying to assist further. Um, I'll be back. I'll be back shortly. I'll make quick work of it. All right. starts kind of hustling after them to do just that. Do you return to the table while you wait?
Yes, I was thinking I had detect magic up today. I do not. So
Oh,
I took dispel, not detect
no.
for this long rest. Darn it.
Nice. Oh, no. All right, you sit back down. Do you want to tell anyone any of the stuff that went down, or?
Yeah, I'll just be like, I think, I don't know. I feel like he's probably enchanted somehow, or something happened.
Oh, what makes you say that?
He
I-
was with someone named Reginald putting away books, and next thing he knew, he was here, basically. He doesn't remember much about it. We need to find who this Reginald is. I mean, I suppose we don't have to investigate this. It's
I
not
mean,
really our business, but we're also
right,
very nosy people.
we are, and I mean, who's to say it won't become our business? We never know.
Stuff like this, I feel like, always ends up our business somehow.
And nothing says more expedited favoritism like solving a problem.
Exactly.
So I say, let's go.
Um, Peter's going to see if we can accompany him with healing, or to help with healing. So,
All right, then let's follow him.
yeah.
So you begin to kind of wrap up, and you go after Peter as you hear a soft tone fall over the entirety of this adventurous row. And then, much like a magical loudspeaker, a voice resonates through space. Good day to all. We apologize for this interruption and any following inconveniences. It is with a heavy heart and cautious hand we must announce that some of Stonemire's more precious magical materials have been stolen. We must ask that all those visiting the library stay in the common grounds area closest to where you are currently in order to be cleared of any wrongdoing. Please remain there and do not attempt to leave the city. The sooner you're cleared, the sooner you can be on your way if you wish to leave. We thank you all for your patience and understanding as we get to the bottom of this crime. Thank you. Good day.
Can I very quickly look around and see how many other adventurers are in this little area?
Hmm. Absolutely. Even without a perception check, quick glance, you'll probably see a couple dozen.
Okay. So not an insignificant number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we can't basically just be like, well, it wasn't us, so it's this other adventuring party that's here. Got it.
Nice, nice. You do hear someone shout, "But I gotta use the bathroom!" And that's where we'll do our bio break. If anyone doesn't know, we take a quick 10-minute bio break. Oh, I got my buttons back too. So we'll go do that. Our audio will be high. You can chat with us if you want. We will catch you in about 10 minutes. Okay.
Alrighty.
Exciting.
Yeah, see, I'll be right back.
So nice. Right. Still have the cave drippy sound going for us. It's
Scrumptious.
Scrum diddly umptious. Boop. right, Zoom, did you fix things? Yay. Well, you've heard the tone, the message. You take a moment to kind of assess and look at one another, to taking in the surroundings as a woman approaches your table. With the perception rolls you had, you'll see that this woman has an identical patch to the one on Feora's outfit. I'm sorry. I saw you were also and looks over to. I've forgotten your get up name again though. Um,
Vixia.
Vixia, thank you. Looks at Vixia. That you're also from the Institute. And kind of gestures to her own patch. I'm just feeling a bit uneasy with everything going on. Do you mind if I sit for a moment while they figure out whatever they're going to do?
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it. What do you want to insight?
If she's trying to hustle us.
Okay, if there's any like deception here.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, 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 ooh.
What?
Natural 20 or 21.
Nice. Awesome. Nope, she seems to be on the up and up.
Well,
That's
of
what
course,
she
dear.
wants us to think.
Of course, dear. Please have a seat.
Thank you. Thank you. I've only been here a week myself. Yeah, there'd already been flooding by then, of course. This is not the internship I was expecting. I mean, you're also studying here? Kind of gestures to. I know Vivica is in my head instead, but it's Vexia, right? Okay, I need the train. I gotta say it a few times. I gotta get that train. And then over to Dia and Tuna. Um, are you all doing an internship here as well?
We're actually just passing through. Our actual research is going to be in Hellsgate Marsh.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't know. Do you think? I mean, I've only had a week of study, and this is supposed to be 6 months studying pre-sundering literature and from different realms under the watch of some of the third librarians. But I don't know. I'm worried. Do you think should I just return to the institute, or once they clear me? I don't know if it's safe anymore.
This seems to be a very drastic decision to place upon us strangers. We don't even know your name, my dear.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. My name is Vermouth the State.
Vermouthless State.
Yes.
So what bring? I mean, this is a very large decision that you're wanting to ask us. What brought you over to our table? I'm very curious.
Oh, just that. The same reason I'm asking. She gestures to Vixia. That she's also from the Institute for Advanced Thinkers. I thought I might have some insight, or I was hoping that she's been here for a while. Sounds like you're just passing through, not here to study.
I was here for my internship years ago. It's not typically this,
Right.
but this is worth it. And you put a lot of work to get here. You might as well see it through.
It's true. Thank you. I am sorry. You're absolutely right, Muxtadia. It is quite a heavy question. I'm processing out loud, and it's just a little more than I can process at one time. Um,
Mm-hmm.
ah, um, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have bothered you and goes to stand up, but I thank you. Thank you all for your time. Um,
Did she plant anything at our table when she stands up?
you can do perception check if you want. See if she.
Cool. I'm
I would also.
sorry, I don't.
Mm-mm. No, no, you're good. You're good. I I would also like to like, oh wait, remove please, by all means. And I would like to like just like uh, just a moment. I would like to subtle spell cast charm person.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it happens. It's a subtle spell. Yep.
Hmm.
Yes.
Well, I'll wait to see the perception check as well.
Okay.
Because
I
you
got
know
a
I
23.
Oh, okay, nice. She hasn't left anything, deposited anything at the table.
Okay.
Keep a very careful eye on her. That's that.
It's just weird. It's just a weird vibe that I'm getting.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
They better not be like
Oh, what do they have? A
logging
wisdom
in.
saving throw? I'm sorry.
Yes, DC is 16.
Uh, but you're not fighting, so yep, so that's a 3 plus 3 is only a 6, which is a failure. Yes,
Hmm.
yes. And you can see your face change.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. We, of course, never want to discourage you, as my friend, as our companion did say that this is
Hmm.
much well worth it. You've only been here a week. How did you obtain such even though you're on internship, this is a pretty respected rank. How did you obtain that if you've only been internshipping a week? I'm so curious about your life.
Yeah, well, I've studied at the institute for the past 10 years, and
Mm-hmm.
you, I had some internships elsewhere, but it was time in my progress to come out here and um, internship. But because I'd been there for 10 years already, I was able to study some more of the advanced material.
Mm-hmm.
So I was connected with the third librarians, and under their guidance and watchful eye, they've allowed me to study um, lore on pre-sundering civilizations.
Mm-hmm. And where are you coming from to meet us here in Adventurers Row?
Oh, I was here. I have. I'm staying at, and she points to the inn that is
Mm-hmm.
the center one, like the middle ground one,
Mm-hmm.
comfort wise. And with everything going on, they dismissed me about an hour ago or so. The third librarians, or at least one I was under, and told me to I won't be able to study for the rest of the day. They had some matters to attend.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose usually it's sort of a mixture of all of the third librarians, um, but I
And what
think a
was
few. Oh,
Mm. I didn't mean to interrupt. No, you'll probably answer my question if I allow you to finish, by all means.
sorry. Well, just that a few of the third librarians seem to have been a bit indisposed lately. Um, I imagine with all the flooding. And of course, to see one of them collapse here in
Mhm.
the cafeteria just a few minutes ago was concerning.
Of course. The librarian you were working under, they perhaps do you recall their name?
Oh, yes, the third librarian, Agos Scadlinian.
Mm. You see, and they dismissed you.
Yes, for the day anyway.
Do they work in close proximity? Do you know? I mean, we all know assistants and interns do everything. Do they work in close proximity to what was the other librarian, Reginald? Do they
Yes.
work in close proximity to librarian Reginald?
Dan's processing which one Reginald was. That's oh right. Um, oh yes. That Reginald is also one of the third librarians. There's only 8 of them. A few of them I haven't seen, 3 or 4. For some, I mean, when I first came, I saw them all in the first few days. I worked among them, but as matters grew worse with the floods, um, and you see this realization start coming over because I think it's a minute, right?
Oh, let me check. Let me
Oh,
check. Let me
okay, yeah.
check.
If it's longer, you've got longer.
It is an hour.
An hour. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll
No,
be long gone
yeah.
by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yes. But then it became fewer and fewer, um, until I mainly just worked under the librarian that collapsed, and Agos, um, and don't know why I can't think of his name, but the one you just mentioned,
Reginald.
mentioned.
All right. Do you know where we could find them at all?
Um, Not at any given moment, but I'm sure if I um usually I just contact this like 9th or 10th librarian that sees me up to them. Um, uh, Gosh, I guess she doesn't really have a map either. She'll roughly explain
Rough.
where, and Vixia, you would kind of have a rough idea of like where, at least where she's been meeting them. They'll come around and help in that particular area that has lore, like pre-Sundered lore. And it's maybe like it's pretty deep in the mountain. Um, mhm, from here,
Alright.
maybe Middle Mountain. You're on one edge, maybe Middle Mountain.
All right. You go off. Thank you so much, Vermouth. It delightful as always to
It's
converse with you.
such a wonder. Yes.
But off you go. They're having a lockdown. Apparently, someone has stolen very sensitive material, and we must be on our way.
Of course. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And the rest of
Of
you as well,
course.
of course. And give the big bright smile and wave as
Mhm.
to you in particular. She
Yeah.
heads off.
All right, we should go. Just not be here.
Not really. How far can we go and get away with it right now?
At least back to our rooms, at the very least. I don't know if we
True.
have to follow Pete? Peter? Pete.
Hmm,
Some starts with a P.
hmm.
If we follow him, we might be able to gain more information, but I don't know.
As you say that, you see him on the edge of the crowd making his way back over to you.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Fiora, just to put out there again, which you might have caught, but just in case you didn't, it was Ago Scadlinian that just earlier.
Yep.
Okay.
Hmm.
Mm,
Wonder who that could be.
mysteries abound.
Wonder who that could be.
um. Okay. So Peter makes his way back over. Oh, I'm so sorry for the wait. Good news, sort of. You heard the announcement, probably. Um. So it's I would say complicated matters, but not really. It's just an extra step. I mean, you all seem on the up and up. They're going to be clearing everybody that's here, adventurer wise, and then scholar wise. Any visitors before going into our own ranks and stuff. But they're just doing a quick zone of truth, 2 or 3 questions to make sure everything's still. So there is sort of an added step, but they did say that as long as you all clear that, um, we can make our way through the mountain.
Excellent. Do we have to remain here, or can we?
I can take you up where they're doing this stuff right now. We can just
Ah, excellent. Let's
cut
go.
in line. Excellent. All right. And it just takes like some of the food off his plate so I can eat on the way.
What about going with the third librarian to the infirmary, wherever you would have taken him? Did you
I'm
get
so
clearance
sorry.
on that?
Yes. Same thing. We have to clear,
Right.
and then we'll go right there, and then we're free to traverse the mountain after.
Perfect.
Well, thank you again. I'm so sorry. Um, right, he did introduce himself. I didn't quite catch everyone's names. You don't feel like you have to offer them up. I know you're here to just kind of travel through. But if you have a nickname, I can call you all. If not your actual,
You can call me Dia.
it's a pleasure.
Tuna.
Tuna. I feel like there's a story there, Tuna.
It's very long.
Okay. Well, I will. It's a long walk through the mountain, so I'm going to hit you back up on that after.
I'm all right.
That looks kind of over to Vixia.
Fixia.
A pleasure. And Ladrin's just going to be like.
I can hear it in her
Yeah.
voice too. Just Ladrin.
Mhm.
Pleasure. All right, well, let's get going. And guide you up. It's maybe like a 10-12 minute walk through the different, smoothed out areas and steps up through the tunnels of the mountain. Before there's some medium-sized rooms, not like interrogation rooms, but they're using them to do zone of truth and stuff. All right, so we're just gonna get cleared in here. Um, and we'll be good. Doors open. Peter steps in first. There is a um, a librarian there. Let's see, Zone of Truth. There may be like a fifth librarian somewhere around there. They're there for the magic. Um, and as Peter is, these are the folks I talked about. Do you mind clearing me with them just so doesn't I don't have to wait for this because we're all gonna go through and be traveling through the mountain and helping. And they're like, yeah, it's fine. So there's the Zone of Truth set up. They explain, the rules. We'll know if you're fighting it. So, don't fight it and just answer honestly. We'll get you right out of here. Does anyone fight it? Okay. I almost want to roll for Legion, but I feel like given the circumstances, she would be like, no, I won't fight it. She'll think about it, but then won't.
Yeah. I will not fight it.
Okay. So the librarian begins asking the questions. Well, reports have you all arriving. I understand just recently, but let me ask you under the Zone of Truth, when did you arrive? I'll ask you each to answer, please. That's Stonemire.
A few hours ago.
Bayoran. Or Vixia.
A few hours ago.
Over to Dian.
It's a few hours ago.
Very good. Have you stolen books, tomes, or scrolls during your stay so far? Looks at Tuna.
No.
Vixia.
I have not.
I have not.
Very good. Lastly, do you have or know of any information regarding the theft of tomes, scrolls, or books from Stonemire?
No.
So everyone gets a tiny bit nervous as
Yeah.
Feora has talked about stealing, but she did
Technically
say,
speaking,
Mhm.
Has not done the crime.
has not.
is not
So
theft.
therefore, she cannot do the time.
Right,
Mhm.
exactly. It's like a
It wasn't
like a
theft. She
panic.
simply copied it. It's plagiarism.
Right.
Different
It's
crime.
the content, but not the actual tome scrolls or books.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Looks at Vixia. Well,
I do not.
I think Diandune answered, and later, of
Mhm.
course. So nope. Very well. You are all cleared from any wrongdoing. Um, let me give you, and writes out a thing and signs it and stamps it and gives you each a card that just says you're cleared. And let's see. Okay. So the door opens up, and third librarian. Oops. Third librarian Agos Gadlinian steps in. Peter's. Third librarian Agos. These are the folks that I said could help. Tuna down here helps heal. The other in the cafeteria might have some more insights into to how to heal and help. Fiora, you definitely obviously remember this person. I'm just gonna see. They hey.
Remember you?
Nice. They kind of look by and then do a double take. Kind of, down then at the hooves and then back up, at your face. Ah. Looks like he wants to say something but decides it's not the time. Well, thank you. Tuna, I believe. Thank you for
Yes.
your truly.
Of course.
Well,
Quick question.
yes,
Is Zone of Truth still up in this room?
it is.
Okay. I'm gonna say, do you know anything about what could have caused his affliction?
Oh, I see. Well, he's in the doorway for what it's worth. But I mean, it is up, and if you wanted to try, move around or whatever, you're welcome to.
I would like, if I can see, because I know Zone of Truth, so I would know kind of the limits of it. I would feel like, if he like gets close enough.
Okay.
We'll say if
Gotcha.
he enters the doorway, I'll hold off on asking until he's like
Okay.
in the Zone of Truth.
Nice. Well, yes, we have they're just down the hall. If you are still willing to assist, it would be greatly appreciated. They've been cleared. Looks over to the fifth library. You might looks over at Vixia as well, with of course, seemingly knowing her, but also with the patch. We might be in need of more of your assistance. But please, if you're willing, come with me. Peter, you can come along as well.
Of course. And I'll stand up and kind of stay a little bit away from him, kind of still in the room, and hold my hand out and say, "It's nice to meet you, by the way."
It's a pleasure.
So he'll have to kind of take a step forward.
Nice.
And the second he steps forward, I'm gonna ask him, so do you know anything about his what could have caused his condition?
Let's see. Zone of Truth. Or how much he's going to share. Let me do
Basically,
a wisdom save and see.
Okay, I was
like,
gonna say,
yeah.
I won't know if he's lying, but like someone will.
Someone might.
Nice.
This is
All
such a
right.
dumb idea.
No, this is
Vixia-
amazing. This is amazing.
Vixia, seeing what Tuna's doing, would also step in closer to kind of join the conversation. Yes, what is going on? You're so concerned.
Well, I have looks over at the fifth librarian and then back. An inkling, perhaps, some idea, but it's tough to say. Vixalia, good to see you.
It's been a while.
Too long. Brought friends.
Of course, I'm leading a research team now.
Well, please, if you're willing, follow me. I'll share some more of what I know. I will turn. Yep, and head down. But Tuna, you did catch him like carefully, like weighing his words, and then kind of saying, like looking like, and then saying, "Yeah, maybe,"
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
Definitely not the stance he was taking when he entered the room. So
Yeah, if he had flat out denied it, I would have been so suspicious of this man.
nice. Yeah, so he guides you down a few halls and into the room where the other librarian is recovering, one that passed out in the cafeteria. However, in this room stands all 8 of the third librarians, 5 of which are in the same state. I mean, one of them is this guy that's dazed and confused. Another 4 of them also in that sort of lost, dazed, and confused condition, sat down comfortably in different spots. Please come in, and we can close the door for privacy. Peter. So, here is our situation. We are, of course, inundated with the floods and stretched very, very thin. We've had thefts of goods, and this, and again, gestures to 5 out of the 8 third librarians in this mentally lost kind of state. Excuse me. Um, while the rain has washed away walls and floors and entire sections of the library, wreaking havoc and revealing previously sealed portions of the mountain, we fear matters trace not to an ordinary thief, but that the rain washing out the mountain is also first something truly terrible upon. The bit that I did not wish to share in front of the lower librarian. And he doesn't say it in a condescending way, just like in a security sense. Is that we believe a so far unseen creature been attacking librarians and looting rare books. There were first a few cases like this among different ranking librarians, but very quickly it seemed as if the third librarians were being specifically attacked, one after the other. The unsettling part is those who have been attacked are having trouble remembering things, details from their lives and their duties. As though something is removing memories. I would like to ask for your assistance in figuring out what's happened to them. As a scholar, and gestures to Vixia, and a crew of very adept adventurers, it seems. Perhaps you can figure out what has happened and have the strength to bring it to heel. Of course, you'll be well compensated, whether with access or funds, connections, anything we can offer.
Why do you believe it's an unseen creature? Has there been evidence of it? I mean, one moment. Turn to the others. I mean, we're helping them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so of course we'll help. Turning back
Thank
to
you.
the librarian.
Oh,
We'll discuss the matter of payment once we've assessed the job and how much effort we have to put in, but that's besides the point. But invisible creature.
at least there's been no sightings of a creature yet, whether invisible or just stealthy. It seems to attack only when these subjects are alone. And I'll point to the gentleman that just passed out in the cafeteria. They were left behind by, I can't remember the other guy's name. It was
Reginald.
only, thank you. It was only after Reginald left that they were attacked, and there are often signs of a struggle where these attacks happen. The last place that they can remember before suddenly appearing elsewhere. There are always signs of a struggle, so they fought something. But no one has seen what it is. But with so many areas of the mountain opening up, we fear something from deeper within has found its way into our library. This is drawn perhaps to some more of the powerful magics that reside here.
I'm gonna walk over to the gentleman that passed out in the cafeteria and kind of kneel in front of him because he's sitting in a chair, right?
Yes.
I'll kind of like crouch in front of him and kind of reach my hand out for his.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Grabs your
Do you-
hand.
Do you mind if I take a look at you very quickly?
Oh, please, please. That would be
Alright.
fine.
I just want to kind of look and see if there's any sign of any like scrapes, cuts, any sort of basically what does he look like? What is his state?
Go ahead and do a medicine check if you would. You do it with advantage because they're just chill. There's no fight.
Cool. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. That is a 21.
Okay, you take a pretty thorough look. You do see some common knuckles a little red, like they were trying to punch something, little wounded, and scraped. Back of the elbows, places where maybe he fell. The thing that stands out the most is he's got all this gray hair, long gray hair. It's moderately thin though up top, and you can see in an entire area almost like a big red circle on the scalp, just like red irritated skin.
Um, hmm. Vixia, have you ever seen anything like this?
She'll walk over and peer over. I can't say that I have.
I want to. I don't think this is going to do anything. I want to just kind of put my fingers on either side of his temples, and I would like to cast Lesser Restoration. I don't know if that'll help, but just in case there's something kind of blocking his memories.
Yeah, lesser restoration. Let's while typically it wouldn't help in this case, I like the touch, I like the RP, so go ahead and make an Arcana check with advantage to see if it sparks any little thing.
Oh, great. Oh, I'm so good at Arcana checks. Oh, it was almost a natural 20. 16.
Okay. He seems to be just going about, just same face, same. But at one point, you feel something catch just the tiniest bit. Just the spell book. Oh, are you finding anything here?
Um, what sort of spell book are you talking about? Did you
Oh, the spell book? That seems to have gone back and like not registered that he just said that out loud.
um what I'll look at Agos and
Mhm.
say, what sort of tomes, spell books, that sort of thing have been taken?
Oh, a number of spell books, mostly pretty sundering, and you don't suppose it's. Oh, we are the only the third, second, and first librarians know of their whereabouts. Um, Tell me, and he calls to like one at a time the five that are unwell. Where is our greatest spellbook treasure hidden? None of them are able to remember. He looks
Yeah,
over.
well,
Good.
can I? Well, they're just while they're discussing,
Mhm.
I would like to cast detect magic and see, and
Mhm.
just see what's going on. If this is a lingering enchantment or anything,
Oh,
on
okay.
or I say enchantment to cover. If there's any lingering magic
Matching.
on them.
Okay. You cast detect magic, and there's, I imagine they probably have some light, very light magic items, but nothing seems to ping as far as magic touch or anything like that to the
Okay.
brain or any magics.
Okay. Mm.
Um, yeah, yeah. I don't think there's another. I was trying to think if there's any other role I can sidestep you to get anything, but I don't think anything
No
clicks.
problem, nah.
No. Um. So you're sort of going around checking that on
Mm-hmm.
everyone. Um. I guess I'll add for tuna with a medicine check. It does look that red circle almost looks like something glommed on.
Yeah.
You've seen leech marks, and it's sort of like that, but on their head. Um,
Hmm.
None of them can remember this whatever this most prized magical spell book is, and he asks the other three, and they lean and whisper to him, but we might know what they're after. It
What
seems
is
as
it?
though yes, it seems as though they've been consuming or extracting perhaps targeted memories.
One might say devouring.
It's it's a scary thought, but it seems so.
Indeed.
Well, this you'll have to figure this into your price. I'll need you to sign a very brief and clear magical contract that you cannot speak of this item outside anywhere to anyone but us. This cannot be known to the world.
Why? Why is what is so? Why must this be kept from people?
If people knew its existence, wars would be waged over Stonemire, and the results of this in the wrong hands would be disastrous for the world.
Fine.
All right. And he, one of the others, will kind of write up. It's very straightforward. it's a single paragraph. There's no like between the lines or anything like that. It just says you can talk about it amongst one another, as long as no one can overhear it. Actually, be kind of handy way to know if you're ever being scried on, because you won't be able to talk about it.
Talk about it.
But you can also talk about it with them. But same thing, just um, no one can overhear. Does everyone agree to sign that?
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sign a magical NDA.
Yeah,
Mhm.
nice, Legions. All right, what's another? Yeah. Let's go scribble. Um, the item that this person or creature or whatever is likely after is Mistress Spellbook.
I'm. S-
Yes.
what? She still uses a book?
This is from the third Mistra, known as Mistral, before combined. There's quite a bit of lore surrounding this in the pre-Sundering. There are three versions of the goddess of magic. Something terrible happened along the way to the second one, and magic as a whole. But the third one, who renamed herself Mistral, I believe, combined herself with the previous two deities to restore the weave and magic as a whole, but she carried with her a spellbook before ascending the godhood. But it holds godly spells and godly magic.
But would that matter in our world when there are no gods?
Though the gods are gone, the magic resides in the book still. It's one of our most precious secrets and well hidden artifacts.
Is it still there? Have you checked on it recently?
We have not, but I wish to enlist your aid. We can, if you are up for this, we can make way deep into the mountain to make sure that it is still there. We'll have to get the key and the combination from the first librarian and their permission, but then we can assess and make sure it hasn't been broken into and retrieved. Perhaps move it if we need to. I don't know. Still willing to help.
Yes, I mean, we don't want this falling into. This would be terrible, I suppose. Like, ugh.
Absolutely. Ah. That things are in such a state. Gestures like what the fuck?
Mhm.
Well,
I don't. This is making me wonder, though. I don't know if it's anyone of your own ranks, because if you said only third, second, and first librarians know of this book,
yes.
correct? So why would someone who knew where? Why would someone who would be maybe? Well, could be someone of a lower rank who's getting help from someone else.
It could
I'm
be.
pontificating. Let's go.
Could be a
Um,
complete outsider with a vested interest in pre-sundering literature.
and powerful arcane magic.
I
There's tons of those running around.
And I'll say in the dragon chat, so like it's vermouth, right? Like we agree that it's probably.
Honestly, I don't think so. She seemed very sweet and just very caught up. I didn't sense anything wrong with her, and hesitant to admit that I did charm her. I don't like doing it, but
Well, then of course she's gonna seem nice to you.
okay, that's not how that works. It's the opposite. I'm incredibly charming to them, and it makes them more agreeable. Again, I don't like to use it, but
We're just standing here, just staring at each other, just having a
I
silent
mean, I'm looking
conversation.
at, yeah, I'm looking at Ego. So like, let's go. Let's continue to go. Too sweet. And yeah, while continuing the dragon chat. Um, hmm, I thought it was odd that she walked up to us, just seeing, I mean, a badge from Vexia's uniform. I thought it was odd, but she didn't. Why do you think it's her?
I don't know. I didn't really do a vibe check or anything, but like I just got a natural. I don't know.
All right. Well, if we see her again, she'll probably be upset, but we can always question her again.
I
You know where
just
she stays.
That's true. Just think about it though. She is second to or not second, but she's researching underneath a third librarian. The third librarians are the ones that are being affected.
She did specialize in pre-sundering research, I suppose.
Exactly. There's circumstantial evidence, but evidence nonetheless. Something to keep in mind, at least.
Absolutely.
Hey, as you all kind of dragon talk and continue along. Let's see. I think that yeah, they probably wouldn't have had Peter in the room when it came time to talk shop about Mistress Spellbook.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
We'll see you outside, Peter.
yeah, yeah. So as did you have something, Will? Sorry.
I was just gonna say if they're not gonna talk about it in front of a fifth level.
Nice. Yeah, as you leave the room, Egos lets Peter know, um, carry on about his duties, and as soon as you all return, they'll call for him, and he's free to guide you through uh, the mountain and see to any of your needs. There'll be an updated list in case there's anything here that you want extra access to, restricted stuff, things like that. But so Agos is going to. He'll probably ask you all to stay there while because he has to go to the first librarian and get permission, a key, and a combination. He said for like getting in here. Hopefully, it's not. Someone hasn't found a way around that stuff yet. But it doesn't take long for him to come back. We, he'll probably go with the at least one of the other third librarians and come back, and we have what we need. If you're ready, if you need time to rest or anything before we go, I just ask that you make it brief. Otherwise, I'm ready to lead the way when you are.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, the path there will likely be extra dangerous. Not that we trap things or do have some security, but with the mountain the way it is right now, things may be particularly dangerous. But let's begin. Okay. Got the key, got the combo. Okay, yeah, so you begin navigating the rather treacherous, waterlogged hallways of the mountain. Um, there are the further into the mountain you get, it's like an hour trek to start getting near the center of the mountain, if not a little longer. Before you divert off the ordinary path, there's sort of a hand swipe and a painting out a rune in the dust on the wall. Um, where that wall panel pushes in and slides off to the side, and you begin your true descent down to where this book is sealed. The door closes behind you. That hallway itself has water running through it, and you're now walking down, not steps, but a slight decline in the stone, very roughly hewn passageway out of the mountain. Water rushing by your feet. You gotta be extra careful not to get swept up and knocked on your butts. Uh, it's very dark down here. Aegos will probably light a torch. I don't know if anyone else wants to do anything with light, but the torch, you get 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim, I believe. He'll lead the way.
I'll just cast light. Oh, my mace! My mace can glow. I'll make my mace glow.
Ah,
Nice. Excellent. Shing! The lightning arcs back and forth, creating this wonderful sphere of light passed out in directions. This is a one-person wide passageway. What's the marching order? Aegon will probably be going first. Aegos.
I'd like to be in the middle.
Okay. All right.
Feyre, you want to walk by your man, or do you want me to go second behind him?
That is not how. I don't care.
Nice.
Since he has a light and I have a light, I'll bring up the rear.
Okay. We'll put Ladrin right in front of you. That if that works for you, Dia, is that middle?
Yeah,
That's
that works for
exact
me.
middle. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So you march on. Aegos, Feora, Dia, Ladrin, down through the halls, and cutting through the mountains. Gosh, everyone has so much flight stuff. I guess we have the broom. There is a whole section of the lore that's washed out here. I don't think it's going to be a problem because I think Legion's just going to fly all over if you're okay with that.
I'm super okay with that.
Okay. Can I have each of you all fly across, continuing the journey minutes later? Have everyone make a perception check for me,
My
please.
favorite checks.
I'm gonna use my DM inspiration.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. I'm very glad I did. That's an 18.
18 for Tuna. Nice, nice. Favorite.
11.
11. Okay, and Dia?
5.
Okay. Right. Well. Okay. All right, you're navigating through this tight space of stone water. No longer rushing at your feet because it's all going down, 5 minutes behind you where that chasm is, where the floor got washed down. But there is still plenty seeping through the stone, running down the stones on either side. Let's see, let me just go back over I've got to roll a die. That's there's 5 of you, right? Yeah, 5 of you with okay, and Tuna, you're at the very back with the mace light.
Yes.
Okay. No one spots anything. Just rain falling. That. But Tuna, a big blob of rainwater drops right on your head, like in boom, right in this cold, cold spot in your head. Can you please make a wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh, thank God. Okay, it's a 25.
Okay. Let me make sure nothing happens on that otherwise. Okay. Excellent. Yeah. Ooh, it feels very, very uncomfortable. Can you make one more perception check for me?
Hmm.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Oh, you look up to see like, ew, why is it such a huge drip of water? But it's just a bunch of water dripping out of the ceiling. You all
Cool. I'm gonna
continue.
hold my shield over
Mhm.
my head.
Nice. Okay. Perfect.
Um, could Tuna put two and two together, even failing those perception checks? To be cautious about it.
At least cautious with the rain. Like, ooh,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. You could
Okay.
definitely.
I'm trying not to metagame this,
Yeah. I think
but
that makes a lot of sense. It's very
okay.
cold in Excel, wanting to have
Yeah.
your shield up from
Okay.
the rain. It
Cool.
definitely makes sense.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay, so you continue to journey on. You find a locked gate, um, and this one uses it's a big keychain that what's his name takes out, unlocks the gate, lets you all through, locks it behind you, goes back to the front, and now you're on a pass that is opened up a little bit. Thank goodness. You go through a bit of a clearing. There's a lot of water that's pooled up in here, and what used to be a fair bit of a crevice between like this ledge and the ledge on the other side is just entirely full of water. So he turns to you all and says, "Well, I'd rather take the broom, but we can swim if need be. If you don't mind." Looks at Ladrin again, like Ladrin probably doesn't care. I'm probably just gonna be able to take the broom again because I don't think anyone wants to get into that. Yeah. Broom comes in really handy. Oh, you might
You're
be.
muted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm very happy taking the broom.
Nice.
Not a single session goes by where I don't talk while I'm muted.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, you continue across before unlocking another door. Same process, locks it up behind you, all gets back in front, and it's kind of closed back in again. You see him disarming a trap here. Just you all have a little moment, not like appreciation for this guy, like yay, but just that someone is here that knows the traps. And you don't have to deal with disarming things, especially after Wilmark's mansion. Like you just don't need traps going off. Um, you continue through again, more of a closed space. See, 1, 2, 3, Dia. Dia, can
Yeah,
you please make a wisdom saving throw, please?
of course. My best saving throw coming up. That was actually pretty good. 17. Oh, I don't like the way you said that.
It just falls shy by one.
Aw, damn. All right, what happens?
Okay. Few things. I need to get the die out that I made. I'm gonna just to make sure. Okay. Oh, really low rolls so far. Mm,
I just
mm,
realized why you
mm,
asked for some specific things for us before this session.
I don't know. And
uh, mm, mm. A lot of low rolls. That's a good thing. That's not a low roll
oh,
though.
oh no.
Most of them were, no, most of them were low.
Okay. Goodness,
Okay.
we took a stop at that's it's Oasis.
For real, yeah.
Hit me with it.
All right. So, here is what happens.
Mhm.
Same thing, this terrible cold drip on your head. It's been going around, but one just gets like
Ugh,
right through
ew.
the part, right? Um, and then it numbs so you don't feel the
Hmm.
pain of
Hmm.
I don't know what to call it. It's not really a bite. But you take 43 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And can you please tell me, we roll for that, that's
Okay.
2. Can you please tell me one of your best memories that you've worked up earlier?
Yeah. Oh no. Oh God. Oh no. Okay. Um. Oh God, I don't know which one I want to choose to give. Oh God. Oh.
Roll a d10 if you have 5.
Yeah. I'll roll a d10.
Okay.
That's a d1. That's a d100. Hold on. How do I cancel that?
Just divide by 20. It's fine.
Nice.
I can barely do basic math. All right, that's a 1, so that would be the first one.
Oh no, it looks extra sad. Okay.
It's extra sad.
Mm.
Okay, yeah. It would be the moment opportunity gave me the flower crown.
Oh, okay. Flower. Tuna. There was a crown you had at some point,
Yeah.
but that memory just escapes your mind. Been consumed. But there's a second one I'll need you to roll for, please.
Okay. Yeah.
It rolled a 2 for memories.
Okay. Oh. All right, so that's number 5. It's Finding Gil.
No. Okay. Oh.
No.
Yep. You can remember Gil. You've had moments, but just and it's not that you're thinking of it in this moment, but if it
Yeah.
comes
If it
around
ever
that.
comes up.
What was it? What was that? Can you also roll a d4 for me?
I
Oh,
got you.
sorry.
I got you. That's a 3.
Okay, just jot that number down.
No problem.
Basically, if you have
Just jot
any,
that number down.
if you have any ability checks or attack rolls, you'll have to subtract 3 from them for the time
Okay.
being.
All right.
I'm sorry,
No,
but
it's okay. I'm the one who chose these beautiful memories.
yeah. But Dia, go ahead and make a perception check, subtracting the 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tuna.
Okay.
And who was in between? Was that Ladrin back there?
Ladrin.
1.
Please let
Ooh!
Ladrin get this.
And perception.
Please, Ladrin.
I'm sorry, I gotta turn the hardware acceleration, whatever, off. 26.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Tuna got a 13.
Oh, yeah. All right, I guess I mean, I should roll for it because there is a possibility. It rolled a natural 20.
Oh, shit.
I hate it here.
Caves are bad.
Caves are bad.
Yeah. Yep. No.
Caves bad. Feywild bad. Woods bad.
Yeah.
We just need to not leave the house.
That's awesome. Next arc. Stay in
Just
the
become-
floating house.
It's over.
Yeah, house, become little hermits.
We'll become the ones who pay adventurers.
Mm-mm. Okay. Yeah, no one spots it. I can't even believe that. That's insanity. All right. Um, they beat it by a 1. They have a +7. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, okay, you continue along. There's some more treacherous walkway, but you're going through enough. So I'm not gonna have you do any environmental stuff. Like it's rainy, you've traveled a lot, you've survived a mudslide, like you've got the caves here. You continue descending further down. Um, but I'll let everyone do a fresh perception check, and I'll do a fresh roll for this stuff.
God bless America. That is a natural 20.
Nice, nice. What is
Roll.
it with your modifier?
27.
Okay, okay. But your?
I also got a 20 for 27.
Okay, nice. Dia?
Dang it.
Total 3.
Yay! Awesome. Okay. So let me do a roll for the after. It's cocked. There is nobody in 6th place. Cocked. There's nobody in 6th place. Latrin would be 4th. So watching forward, Tuna, you're in the back. Can you roll? I'm just going to use initiative for this. It's trying to do its thing. It doesn't know that you're going to see it. I guess I should do a roll for it, but you got a 27, and at best it would match that. So, yeah, roll 2. So I just need to see if it goes first and does its thing, or if you spot it and have an opportunity to do or say something first.
It's another natural 20. For
Damn.
23.
Holy shit.
Hey, yeah, no, it rolled a 14. Plus, stuff still doesn't. Okay, so you see out of this little tiny, it's like an inch wide hole in the ceiling, this drop of water form, but then it's just like goop, and it comes down and like it's gonna bloop on top of Ladrin's head.
I am behind Ladrin and I'm very tall, so I'm just going to instantly push the shield out over
Okay,
Ladrin's head.
you feel the weight of it for a moment on the shield, and then the weight is gone.
Oh,
Everyone, keep your heads covered.
why?
I don't know what that was. It was whatever went. Oh, primordials. That's what's stealing the memories. That's what left the mark
Water?
on the head. No, it's not water. I don't know what it is.
Viscous. You know.
I'm gonna reach on top of my head where it hit me earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything on there?
Like a not quite slime, but something slick. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna like grab it and look at it and see.
Like you pinch it and it's like mucusy. You know, it stretches out like a thin mucus.
Yeah, head's covered.
I don't think I have anything to cover my head.
You touch your head and it's covered in mucus. Yeah.
Oh, ugh. Ugh, gross.
Would prestidigitation clear it?
You can give it a shot if you'd like, yeah.
I'll try it.
Okay, yep. Dance it away.
Oh, thank goodness.
What? Okay, I have. Hold on. I'll pull out. I have a blanket in my inventory.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, everyone under the blanket. And I'll just like see if we can huddle under it and like have it above us.
I'm gonna say it covers probably everyone except Agos, who will just be like, it's all right. I've got, he's got a shield.
Okay,
he'll have
cool.
something to put up over his head.
Then I'll just have my shield over mine and just let the 3 in the middle have the blanket so they don't have to
Nice.
bunch up as much.
So you continue down this relatively, it's getting steeper, the decline. Every like 5 feet or so, there's another step before it kind of smooths out, water gushing down with you, pouring in from the sides of the cave and dripping down from above. And you've got your blanket. Agos has a shield. And you come down to near the base where it's about to start leveling out. Seems to open up into a relatively level, wider space. And there's a very elaborate locking mechanism on this the gate here. Whatever, it looks like maybe the gate's made out of mithril or adamantine. It's tough to tell, but it's a very strong gate. Agos seems to be recounting as best he can, shield over his head, the combination that the first librarian gave him. And that shuts off an arcane lock. And then takes a very elaborate, like a key with filigree on the handle and everything, and gets it into the gate. The key that the first librarian gave him. Swings open the gate, steps through, lets everyone through. Same as he's been doing, closes, locks it behind him. Ugh. Ugh. Right, any other sign? A bunch of rain drops coming. Very tough. It's dark up there.
Yeah.
Raised ceiling here.
How high is the ceiling?
Probably 35, 40 feet. Well, I guess it'd be around
Cool.
45 feet. It's just a little tiny bit in the darkness.
Do any of you have a bow and arrow?
No.
Ladrin,
Or a sling of some sort?
I think,
Oh,
has
I
one.
have a sling.
I think Ladrin's
Not a
got a
Oh.
fancy ass.
Oh, she'll step back, let Dia do the sling for sure.
Okay. I
Sounds
will
cooler.
cast light on like one of the sling ammo and say, "Can you shoot that up there so we can get a better look?"
Oh, sure. I've got this.
And I'll hold the shield over Dia's head
Okay.
while she steps out from under the blanket.
Okay. Okay. Oh, no, I'm just proficient in slings. I don't actually have one. Never mind.
Got you.
So
In that
sorry.
case, I'll just grab a rock and just chuck it up there. Or oh, no, I'll light up one of Ladrin's arrows because she has her bow.
Okay, yeah. Oh, no, yes, fine. Fires and sticks in and lights up a bunch, like so much water dripping and dropping out of little holes in the ceiling up here. Are you all like looking at the ceiling to like perception check it?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let me get
Still
back
head
to-
covered.
Yes. All right, I'll roll for Ladrin and go ahead and roll perception check as you're examining the ceiling.
Oh, there it went.
What'd you get to now?
Natural 1 for an 8.
Okay. Feora?
21.
21. Okay. Ladrin got a 20, and Dia?
Well, it's a natural 1, so it's a -2.
2. Oh, I haven't even seen that yet. That's amazing. That's so fantastic. So keep a very careful eye, examining the ceiling. No sign of the blob or whatever it was. As you're carefully keeping an eye on that, Agos. Oh, I can't thank you all enough. I never would have gotten down here without your help. And as you take your attention off of the ceiling and look over at Agos, you see his form burbling down into a gelatinous core. It's a huge, like egg-shaped gelatinous creature with slimy, like whips coming off of it, sort of reaching out, skulls embedded in different sections. Of it. I'm gonna let each of you quickly roll a history check, if you like. And when you get your roll tuna, let me know.
It's an 8.
An 8. Okay. Feora.
2.
Okay. Dia.
Natural 1.
Okay. It's something that's nasty. but yeah, would never been able to get the key or the lock from the first librarian if it hadn't been for the whole setup and all of you
Rude.
helping. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
I knew I didn't trust something. I knew there was something up. Oh my god.
Yay! we'll talk if we have an after show. We'll talk about what it is, what the monster is. Yeah, thank you, players, as always. So super fun to hang out with you and explore the world. I love that you're after. I mean, I'll add that in the back of this chamber, like as you turn to look at Agos, you'll see glowing in the back on a pedestal a spell book. You can feel the godly magic from here.
Damn.
Yeah. It anyone like that casts like so I mean, even Fiora, you get your cantrip from your species background. You could it's tantalizing. It's like a problem solver. The raw magic held within that book will fix anything, change anything, you control anything. That's all of you, Latrin with Druid magic. Anyway, with that, we'll wrap up for tonight. But thank you all, viewers, for hanging out and watching. I've been watching Sundered Faete, Tuesday night high drama campaign. You can catch us every Tuesday, 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time. And we hope to catch you next week. You can see what happens with our crew here. Fight. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely night. Bye.